Hey everybody, welcome to N90X. This is Joe, your host, and I wanted to share with you the latest in encryption technology. If you go to n90x.info, slide down to the bottom, hit the key button, you'll get to this encryption tools page, and the latest version of the asymmetrical PKI encryption tool is available. It's called N90X Asymmetric Encryptor. It's 66 megabytes. Just click this button right here and you can download it. This is the MD5 hash to ensure that it's all correct. And this is the MD5 hash file. It basically just has this information in it that you can compare if you do MD5 space and the file name .zip. So download the zip file, and when you open it, you'll see this, okay? And since I'm on an M1 Mac, you'll use the M1 Mac version, but it's cross-platform compatible with Intel Mac, Linux, M1 Mac, or the ARM Macs, the newer Macs, and also Windows. There's a README file. I encourage you to read it. There's some information in there about what it can and cannot do and some known bugs or features, if you want to call it that. So anyway, if I'm on the M1 Mac, since I'm going to open that folder up. Here's the executable. Just got to run it. It does pop up a little, at the moment, it pops up a little window here like that. Let's minimize the browser and minimize that. And then you'll see you get the actual tool right here. Now, there's a help function. If you click help, it pops up some information, basic information on how to use the tool. Of course, if you don't have keys, you're going to have to generate keys. This is using public-private key pair. So let's say I click generate keys. The keys are generated and saved successfully. Now on the Mac, generally speaking, it's going to save it in your root folder, meaning your name folder. So right here, today is July the 2nd. At the moment, this is how it saves it, 2023, July the 2nd. Here's my public key, here's my private key, and the tool updated that information here. So that's a new pair of keys. But if you know where your keys are, they've already been generated. You can, of course, browse for them and load them in, okay? Now, let's choose a file to encrypt. So let's pick this README file, okay? And actually, let's go there. Documents, Python, GUI, right here. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's on the desktop. Desktop, beta. No, oh, one more time. Here. Here's the README file that we're going to encrypt. Okay, so if you actually double click on the README file, it's an RTF file. You can see what it looks like in Notepad, information about the release and some known issues. Okay, that's what it looks like in clear text. Now I select it, the file to encrypt. Now it's going to use my public key to encrypt this file. I'll say encrypt, and it gives you a notification that the file was encrypted, and it tells you where it put it in this folder, right? I click OK. Now it saves it as a dot. It doesn't mess with the file extension, it just appends to it. And if we open the encrypted file, you'll see what it looks like. Where is it? It's in a different screen. Let me pull it over. Hang on a second. You'll see that the file is completely encrypted. Okay, this is the encrypted file. This is what it looks like encrypted. I challenge anybody to break the encryption, try to break the encryption, whatever. Good luck with that. This is a 2K asymmetrical encryption. Now, if I want to decrypt this file, it'll automatically use my private key to decrypt the file. In order to do that, so let's say I sent it to somebody I encrypt it using somebody else's public key. Now they receive the file via email, what have you, and then they would load up their private key here, browse for the file they want to decrypt. It has an N90X extension. Click open, and this is the file we're going to decrypt. Now, if I click decrypt, it decrypted the file in the same location where we selected the file and appended a .clear to the end. Here's the .clear file, and if we double click on it, well, it identifies it as a text file, so it should open it up as in this case, it is a text file. So it did decrypt the file. Okay, so it looks exactly like the original README, which is what it should do. Okay, that's what That's how you use this. Now, of course, if it's a different file, if it's a zip file, if it's a PDF, if whatever, you can certainly go in and just rename the file to whatever it's supposed to be. In this case, I don't want to, I'll give it a readme2 dot, right? Use the RTF. And of course, whatever you need to rename the file to, you can of course do that. And of course, it's a RTF file, okay, text file in RTF format. So that's how you use the tool. I appreciate any kind of feedback. Check it out, try it out. It's cross-platform compatible. So for instance, if your colleague is using Linux, you're using Windows, you can get their public key, encrypt on Linux using this tool, send them the file, then they can decrypt on their Linux box using this tool and their private key. This PKI, public-private encryption, so you never share your public key, you keep that private, and it's unbreakable as of now, officially unbreakable. But we'll see. I am coming out with a newer version, so stay tuned. This is a 2K encryption key. I'll be offering a 2K 4 key in the next version. 4 key is definitely unbreakable, allegedly, and there's no backdoors, there's no chicanery, whatever. But of course, anybody who wants to try the tool, test it out, look for any vulnerabilities or exploits, I would really appreciate that. And send me some feedback. All right, thanks a lot. And this is Joe from N90X. And of course, when you're done, you just click exit, and then this window will go away.